Unique. That's why you and I love gaming. Love, love, love gaming. Unique.
Alright. I have decided. That attribute loses me too much. I swear. I can't do it. I thought it was gonna lose me 1 point of intelligence, but this is just so severe. So, I'll try again. You, though. Don't you tell me that was it. Don't you tell me that was it. All reliable, eh? I mean, look at all those non-red marks. Doesn't that look beautiful? +5 base armor. That's good. Alright, we're done here. All reliable though. Nope. Why would you do that? This fucking game. Hey, where's my... No, it's not how we do this. I don't need that one extra perk point if it costs me the ability to get to 100 on all the other stats. Seriously. I don't care. Reed Thompson, though, he's gonna love me. Spacer's Choice. Alright, I like this better. Alright. Hey, you still have lights? What the fuck are you guys talking about? So I didn't even cut all the power, just Saltuna power, huh? Oof. Put all of them out of work, though. Oh, is Reed Thompson in the basement? Shit.
Is Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Got my
Desertion is a criminal
Don't know how
offense,
long we'll
punishable
last.
by
You're
hard
safer
labor.
inside the walls.
Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
Goodbye.
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
Wow. You guys have power.
You must be very proud.
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor.
Adelaide was right to leave. You should probably desert with her, fellas. Now that you have a chance. I can't not give her a helmet? That's bullshit. Remove the helmet. Oh man, that's retarded.
Are we getting paid or not?
Yeah, huh?
Wait, so you're wearing a helmet or you're not? Oh, that's buggy. Hey, Phyllis.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
How you guys doing?
Yeah?
Conrad tells me Eugene wasn't a suicide.
I don't understand. I found Eugene's body. I know the guy shot himself. Wait, are you telling me he was murdered?
You didn't hear it from me. You'll have to ask Conrad for the details. Just thought you should know. Eugene overdosed on medication. The medication drove him paranoid. Hey, you didn't hear it from me?
Like I didn't have enough to worry about. Now I've got to keep one eye peeled for a possible criminal. This is all a little too much for me to take in. But I guess if Eugene wasn't a suicide, our town won't have to pay a penalty.
Take care. Aren't you happy your stupid little town doesn't have to pay a stupid little penalty? Oh, he's not gonna like me one bit. Hello, Reed.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Well, that's an easy answer. It's not personal. I need your power regulator.
That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Call off your guards. I don't want them bleeding all over my power regulator.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be. Stand down, all of you. We're done here. You and I have got nothing more to say to each other.
Bye, Reed. Y'all better stand down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What were you gonna do? Shoot me? Faggots. Ferrets. This is all mine. Something, something, something dark side.
Something you need?
I guess not, shit. Hello, Reed.
You and I have got nothing more to say to each other.
What if I lightly bump you in the...
We can handle this.
I ain't dying.
I'm gonna want to load that.
You just killed him.
You just killed him, though. I know, it was great. Huh. Holy shit. Didn't know I could do this in this game. That calls for a load. A load of crap.
You and I have got nothing more to say.
You guys better stand down. mean, I can basically kill you, now that I know that.
You and I have got nothing more to say to each other.
Is Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
And it won't work without power?
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor.
What's on your mind? Yeah?
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
Yeah, contemplate the scriptures. None of these doors will open now, huh? Town's just closed for business. Hello, Amelia.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk?
Just felt like chatting.
Go ahead.
You asked me about myself?
Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
That right? Prove it.
I'm an alien spirit of pure ether, inhabiting a human body to learn about your kind. I mean, that is technically true. I'm the last survivor of the colony ship Hope. Everyone else is frozen. A crazy scientist stranded me on this planet with no way out other than a broken down ship.
Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
A duck? So much for small talk.
Heard someone's been turning in bounties. About time.
That's right, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it.
Everything's gone all dark, but I ain't passed out yet. Don't make no sense. Numb to the bone thanks to Zero G Brew.
A collectible tossball card.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark.
You should get out of here.
Go ahead.
You should get out of here.
Edgewater has been good to me. I am never wanting for work.
That's all.
Okay, gone quiet.
I didn't see that. Alright, that was it. I'm done here.
Why are all the lights on? Hello? Are you still there?
The power's out in the whole town. Pipe down.
This door should have been open. You scumbag.
Leave him in there. It's best for us all.
I can just kill every last one of you.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
When you get... I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Probably not, but I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Nah. It's time to go. I hope the vicar made it. There she is. The Unreliable.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew.
I can make that dream come true.
Without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
You want me to go shoot them all? You've never been on a ship before? Why are you telling me this? Hey, those deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing's keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
You just met me. Why would you want to go into space with a stranger?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I had my misgivings about Miss McDevitt and the deserters, but you took pity on them and sent power to their garden even though you knew Mr. Thompson would hate you for it. All this time, you've been determined to get your regulator back, get your ship up and running, and cut a path out of this place. And well, I won it.
You really want out of Edgewater that badly?
Not much of an Edgewater left to go back to. My whole life's been small. I realized that when you walked into town. I've been seeing the same faces every day, the same sky, the same stars. Then I saw this ship. This gorgeous, stately lady with her eyes turned skyward, and I made up my mind to come along with you.
I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin. It's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
You got a captain. Yep. Alright, follow me. Sup, Fargo?
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Not the one Parvati claims. I'm just saying.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Any idea where we can find somebody who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
That seems like a bit of a long shot. What makes you so sure?
Oh, I'm anything but certain. But it's all I've got at the moment. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker? How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
How is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain. I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral.
Same here.
I'm sure you know what that's like.
It's in my name.
Something vexing you, Captain?
I do know what that's like, bro. That's literally what the 9 in my name means. That's the Fibonacci. Let's talk about this personal quest of yours. No, I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Were they not religious? Let's talk about something else. Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
I was? What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
Never mind that. I love a good adventure story. I'm a thrill seeker and lover of great renown. I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me.
And how did he do that?
How should I know? I was frozen at the time. He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm turning him in. I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
I had family on the Hope. My friends were on the Hope. Just because it's the right thing to do, I don't know. I mean, my friends are on the Hope.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
Condolences? Tell me again about the book we picked up that's in French.
Baconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Remind me, what are your thoughts on the Philosophists?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the Philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Most of the Philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. Let's talk about this personal quest of yours.
Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker?
Pardon? Remind me why we have to do that? To find the name.
If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal in security, I can easily hack into their arrivals and departures registry. That'll give us dates, times, and the crew manifests for every registered ship. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, huh? Where's my bed? Maybe later, maybe later, maybe later. How are you liking the lunchroom?
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Many, many things. But I'll think it over and get back to you. So where is my bed? Seriously. I thought I had a bed here somewhere. Ah. Six to 12 hours. I'll sleep for 6. No, you know how long. Resting in a bed is relaxing and moves time forward. What is the time?
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
You're welcome? I need my captain's seat, captain's log, captain's computer.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
I probably pressed the X button. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I know where it is.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Where did you say the engine room was?
Our engine room is located behind you.
I don't press the A button, I press the X button. Oh noes! Alright. A ticket to anywhere.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Open the shutters. I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Hold on, I need to take care of something. Let's just check mission-wise. Completed everything like a boss. Alright, we're getting out of here.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
Oh yes. Let's get out of here. Helps with the stutter. Oh, hell yeah. We're out. We're finally
I
out.
received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Nah. Alright, good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I have been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
These are all pretty words and all. Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys. Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet? Yeah, that's a good point. Slow down, you're asking me to get involved with the black market? Or I could put a couple light years between me and Halcyon. Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay? All valid questions. Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether? Oh, food, probably. Fuel, most likely.
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope.
About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Unimpeachable? That's a odd choice of words. Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay? No, I don't like the idea of working with a criminal.
Criminals? Goodness, no. Smuggling is a perfectly legitimate business venture. If misappropriating board property is a crime, well then, throw me in Tartarus. Plenty of ways to make money in Halcyon, you know. Not all are above board. Oh, above board, above the Halcyon board. Get it?
I don't get it. Hilarious.
Ah, well, sophisticated humor, puns. Appreciation of puns is a sign of advanced intellect, you know.
I know. But, can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming.
A wireless?
By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
People will actually fall for this? Seems far-fetched. You mentioned this thing has limitations?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something? Yeah, that didn't work. I'll put it to good use, thanks. People will actually fall for this? Seems far-fetched. Why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
I'll put it to good use, thanks. How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Oh, science. And people will actually fall for this? It seems far-fetched.
Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
Thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Ho ho ho. Is this thing actually moving? Through actual space? In-game? It is beautiful. Look at that planet. I like it. Captain's quarters. Oh, I like it. Look at this nice tree. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. Adelaide. Adelaide? She put a plant in here? How?
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness?
Ha! Very perceptive of you. I can put junk in here. That's a great idea. I really dig this. Ah. Wowee. Is there a point to that? Probably not. Also, it needs a skip. Alright, I'm done. Store 250 in there. Alright. Heavy ammo almost gone. I've been using that too much, have I? I don't know the points. There's gotta be. I don't know. Man, I dig this game though. It's got some flaws, but that's to be expected. It's also great. Logs. Log entry 1, tilted shrink ray. Oh boy. Captain's note, shrink ray. Note to self, remember this later. No, better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point. I saw, in actuality, with my own two eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away, or forget about it maybe, or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors. More to be had, Alex Hawthorne. Captain's Note 2, Hammer Power. The last time I got I was imbibing at the Lost Hope. Wait. Hope is a spaceship. Lost Hope is a bar? The last time I got was imbibing at the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udam was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two Mardets yammering about a mad scientist some years back who'd claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us have heard that one before. But here is the good part. The Mardets said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat? Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Captain's Note 3. Black market leads. Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times. But, architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of moralless psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Hawthorne sent messages to U. Bedford. Look, there's no call for shouting. My terminal was busted. Had a few too many and might have knocked it off the desk. You know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta cut loose. I'm not telling you where Wells is, so lay off. Buy me a drink at the Lost Hope next time I'm in. and I might forgive you. Acquire Phineas's science weapon. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. From New Bedford. Dear Alex, hello, Udom here. Udom Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color? You know, really tie one on? Let me know. Your new friend, Udom. Dear Alex, hello. Hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear. Dreadfully unreliable. Haha, just like your ship. I hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed, you know, about the Wells fellow. I'm so sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Looking forward to seeing you again, wingman. Winky face. Your dear friend, Udom. Alex, I don't know where you were raised. Huh? Subject, hello? Oh, you're not responding. Okay. Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard to guess it may have been a barn. Because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent, sincere messages of one's friends. Best, Udom. P.S. Please respond. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the by, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I do look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Your best friend, Udom. Unread messages. One more from Udom. From Udom, Wingman's Wingman Bedford, to Alex Wingman Hawthorne. Response, thank you. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Winky winky, Udom. Man, this guy. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions. That gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. So I really need that, huh? 19,000 XP. Wait, when did I level up? Weapons from the Void. Acquired a science weapon on Groundbreaker. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mentioned rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found on the station. Another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking in Gladys's shop for old records. Apparently the smuggler acquired several leads that way. Acquire Phineas's science weapon. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal indicated that Phineas has a powerful weapon at his orbital lab. Speak to Gladys on the Groundbreaker. That's what's next. Hey, Vicar. I was kind of not expecting you to be counted in this menu. Increase your hack skill when Max is in the party. Fine. Sure. We'll find out. We'll find out if that was a bad idea. We'll find out. Wait, am I on the landing pad? That's bullshit. And there's definitely more stuff here, man. Why didn't I look around? Can I even come back here? Wait, can I? Man, this game is pretty cool. Except for the weapon button. Can I switch buttons? Really? Seriously? Can I? Can I? Please? Please? Can I? Can I switch buttons? I don't like any of these. Fine, you won't let me. Okay. Ah. Oh shit. I want to know. Dialogue skill. Holy shit. That's a problem. Oh boy. The cleaning machine? Leave the automechanical alone. Photo of Parvati's father, a stern older man with warm eyes. Looks like a nice dude. Petunia the plant. This is not a petunia. Okay. Huh. The Modern Steel Wrench and You. This book is heavily dog-eared with doodles in the margins. She better. Banged up toolbox. Full of modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger or a sawtooth blade. Ammo, 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 ammo. Papills. Alright. Wow. That looks nice. Abigail. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. That's Abigail, huh? Can I have up to 6 crew members? No, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Makes more sense than 6.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
You know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Terra 2.
Where in Terra 2?
Emerald Vale and Edgewater?
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
Say a plague? What do you think of the townspeople?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
You are hilarious, Ada. How is Edgewater faring since we left it?
Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population. Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome. Want to ask about somewhere else?
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Phineas's orbital lab.
Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
Why is that?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
And what do you know about Phineas?
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
No? Do not do that?
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
No, I'd still like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The Groundbreaker?
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Well, give me the spiel on the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Oh, and do it without the lip.
Order does not compute. Nevertheless, I will endeavor to execute my current and future tasks without lip.
I wanted to ask about somewhere else.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
I would like to discuss Monarch.
Where in Monarch?
Well, Stellar Bay, of course.
Ah, Monarch, the armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port at Fallbrook.
Smuggler's Port?
It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
Why is Monarch being blockaded?
I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
Something else. Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
Well, you got a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Indubitably. And what if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I guess so. Don't try to change the subject.
As the organics say, I wouldn't dream of it. Because I can't. Dream, you know.
That's because you don't have a soul. You don't need 8 hours of sleep a day to recharge. You can sleep, but you can't dream? What do you think about the trapped colonists on the Hope?
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Word. What about your last captain? Do you miss him, or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Interesting. And we both know that I'm not Alex Hawthorne, right?
Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald Vale due to excessive internal and external bleeding. I required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols.
I know.
I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth.
What is the Matrix? You're a very strange computer, but I like you. Don't sass me, Ada. Yeah, you're a very strange computer, but I like you.
I am relieved to hear it, Captain.
Really?
No, but I am programmed to put you at ease by saying so.
Ah, of course. Have there been any other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
It's not what I meant, but you replied anyway. Let's talk about something else, though.
How can I be of assistance?
Well, the simple thing is, I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Ada, tell me a joke.
A neutron walks into a bar and asks, "How much for a Rizzo's rum and something?" Leering, the bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
No, you can't do that, Ada.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Say again. I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain.
Ada, play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
Wrong.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
That's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
No. Alright, that's enough for now.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Talk to you later, Ada.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I hope so. Where else would your disembodied AI go? Search term Sam. Huh. First Sam results. Experimental note. Do not forget, you found a discarded Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Sounds like fun. Removal of factory standard part Sud Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Process setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. But I do. Find an acid steeper, huh? I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can, filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop, back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Huh. So what, is that another planet we can go to? Never picked up the part from Roseway. Where the fuck is Roseway? We are still on Edgewater. The heck? That's just weird. I'm gonna test it out. Select up to 2 companions. I guess 1, 2. Continue.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
Could definitely be. Let's just get out of here. I guess it's a good thing we can always land. Holy shit. Oh, it's not moving? I wish it moved. Use the system map to travel to planets, asteroids, and labs in the Halcyon system. Typhon, an uninhabitable icy planetoid at the edge of the Halcyon system. Typhon has nothing to offer the Halcyon colony. Can I go there? I can go to Scylla, one of the largest asteroids orbiting Halcyon. Monarch, one of Olympus's many satellites. Olympus, the largest of Halcyon's 2 Jovian gas giants. Perpetual storms rack the planet's atmosphere, rendering it uninhabitable. Tartarus is locked. Where the board maintains the maximum security penal complex known as the Labyrinth. Eridanos. Halcyon's second Jovian gas giant. Its atmosphere is rich with hydrogen, helium, and various noble gases. Distillation plants in the atmosphere harvest these gases for energy. What is this? Groundbreaker. Independent orbital station in the remains of Halcyon's first colony ship. Captained by John Lee Tennyson and run by descendants of the original crew. Phineas's lab. I didn't know we could go there. Hephaestus, the closest planet to the sun. The Hephaestus Mining Company was first to establish outposts there, and as such it has claimed the planet for itself. I want to go to see his lab, yes, I think. Yeah, just... Yeah.
We've arrived.
That was gay. Spacer's Choice Travel Advisory. Welcome to the system map. That's too late. Here you can see all the planets in the system, as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. Discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you've unlocked, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work.
At Phineas's orbital lab.
Holy snap. This is pretty cool.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
We don't know.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
You're wrong, computer face. But you're just a computer. What do you know? Phineas's lab, docking bay.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud.
Go on.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Aha. Interesting. Securing yourself, huh? What are you, scared, Phineas? You think I might come to arrest you?
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
You better be behind glass. Wipe feet. Behind glass. Who would have thunk it? What the heck is that? A Borst. A cysty pig. To H. Blythe. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary material should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate to Dirtside Terra 2 near Edgewater. That's me. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust them only about 23.7%. They're recovering a ship. Should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Eager to be done. P. Brand data not found. Sending no response. Cause undetermined. Original message appended. Blight.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Shrink ray. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapons damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skill is increased. Josh engineers ensure our bottom line and fire rates are sky high.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
That would have been handy for those monsters, man. Hibernation chamber. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Wait, I thought mine landed on the other dude, on Alex Hawthorne. Did you let somebody else out? Oh boy. I talk with my gun. Picking up posters. Note, reminder by ladder. By ladder. More posters. Not sure why I'm picking these up, but I'm picking these up. Are they in my junk folder? Okay. Ah, ready to liven up the walls of my ship. That's cool. Kind of. Hello.
Oh, thankful law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
That's fantastic. You could have asked me before shoving me into an escape pod. Any chance you could repair that monitoring device? For what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope.
No
you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
Why did you empty your supply of necessary chemicals?
Of course. What's on your mind?
Is there some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
You got a moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax, stay with me. Show a little hospitality, Phineas.
Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. You have my apologies, and so forth. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
You're right. I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress.
There was something else.
What's on your mind? Absolutely. Let's talk.
Do you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
We could test out your theory if you want. That's not what I meant. Do you have some kind of life outside your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience.
I've noticed that.
The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you. People who haven't been corrupted by the board.
That's what I figured.
Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Some taken. You mentioned needing some special chemicals. Is that why? Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problem.
Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
I don't get it. Don't try to be funny, Phineas. It doesn't work. I'm glad to hear that, though. Everyone on the Hope is depending on us.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. Oh, I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
You're a drug addict.
I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends.
Apparently I have the option.
They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends.
Like you?
What's on your mind?
I'll be back. Nothing's on my mind, apparently. Your name is Bubbles. That's disgusting. So, was that it? Just a casual how do you do?
What's on your mind?
We'll speak later, Phineas. I'm sure we will speak later. Oh, it's so well hidden and empty. That is some bullshit, bro. Why do you even put it there? Let's get on this ship, friendos. And I will see you later, space cowboy. You've acquired poster. Are they in here now? Somewhere? No posters, no posters. Ah, posters. Fan-freaking-tastic. There's no response from the automechanical unit. The serial number etched in this chassis includes the letter SAM. Good golly. I guess I gotta go to the groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Oh boy. Fascinating, though.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The Groundbreaker.
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Well, give me the spiel.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system.
Alright, goodbye.
Goodbye.
And this is where we say goodbye.
Unique. When I love.